No, you did not hear that.
Oh, you did.
No.
I read it at the time.
I asked them to give me a 30-minute start,
That figures.
but they didn't understand a word I was saying. I still don't speak Italian. So, okay, is it my turn to ask you another question?
I don't know.
I'm not going to the cook list because it's too complicated and I'm afraid you wouldn't understand.
Cookies.
Cook is really smart and Cook's questions were spectacular.
Cook, if you ever read Cycle magazine in the 60s and 70s, that is good journalism.
Yeah, it's amazing. The guy is a beautiful writer.
And he could ride a motorbike too, I heard.
Oh yeah, I'd want to race her too. But the thing is, there's more interesting stories here because he lived in California and raced motorcycles and rode motorcycles at a time when there were a lot of names that you would find familiar, and like Steve McQueen is one of them. But he has a story about Von Dutch that.
Oh no.
Oh, you have to tell that story. Oh please.
Okay. Does anybody know who Von Dutch is? Okay. Kenny Howard. Well, he worked for Bud Eakins and Bud fired him 13 times, I think, and he was quite a character. Anyway, they used to have a Christmas party and you would exchange crazy gifts. So my friend Paul Hunt, he had a little box and he opened it up and there's a little baby alligator because in California then you could buy little alligators for $7. So Dutch saw it and he said, wow, I really like that. He says, oh, can I take it? He said, yeah, they swapped it. And he comes in the next day with his shriveled up bit of skin and I said, what happened? He said, well, I put him in my empty swimming pool and there's a mirror in there and I thought he'd be lonely and he could look in the mirror and see a little friend. But I didn't realise the sun reflected and a little shriveled thing. But that was Cook like that joke. So.
I thought that's my favorite story.
Cook's a Yankee anyway, so
yeah, that's true.
He's a New York cowboy.
That is true. So how long do they want us to talk about stuff?
I don't know. If anybody leaves or gets on their cell phone or walks out, snores.
Let's see. Okay, what about weirdest experience you had on a bike?
Stupid experience.
Weirdest.
Well, I had a stupid experience. In 1967, in California, in the desert racing, there was a big excitement of hare and hound from Barstow to Las Vegas. It was 186 miles and everybody wanted a ride to see because it was the last big desert race before the BLM shut it down. And I got a call from our importer. He said, I'd like you to ride my bike in Las Vegas. Well, we negotiated a suitable fee. And I said, okay, what is it? He said, oh, it's a Hercules. I said, oh, 250? No, what, smaller? Yeah. He said, it's a Boondocker 80. So at that time, Boondocker was really big in the desert. You could buy an Ace 90 for $395, get a helmet and a boots, and you were a desert racer. So I thought, well, I've given away 20%, and then there were some big Hadakas out there, the 100s. I think they were a little bit bigger. So anyway, I go out to Barstow early in the morning, and it's freezing cold, November, very cold and dark, and there were thousands of people. I forget how many entries, like thousands, 2,000, 3,000. The start line was like miles long. So this guy gets a van and he unloads it, and it was pretty good. Had Earl's front fork, 21-inch front wheel, big tank. I said, boy, that was promising. And I looked down and I said, where's the engine? He said, it's down there. I said, it looks like a moped. Well, he said it was 50cc, but now it's 73. I thought, wow, I'm giving away like inches. I thought, this is going to be a short day. So they started the trail bikes behind the big bikes, and after about 3,000 bikes got through, it was like a battlefield. And I just wound this thing up, and I thought, well, it's going to blow up. I would have done quickly. I don't want it stuck out. So wound it up, and there was a long uphill, and I had to run beside it in first gear. That was a good shape. And the thing kept going. I thought, oh, this is looking good, you know. And I got about 50 miles, 60 miles to Las Vegas, and it's very rocky, and every quarter mile there's this big rocky wash. You couldn't hop over it. You had to go in first gear. And if anybody knows Saxon motorcycles, they've got 5 speeds, 2 gears and 3 neutrals. So